Hello, hello, hello. How are you, my darlings? Oh, I hope everyone's going well. Yes, I saw a happy birthday. I put a happy birthday in Facebook for you, darling. So, there's my chin again. It's all red, isn't it? I wonder if that's from the jab. Yeah, so, hi, Linda B, Dan Orshaw, Renee Rogers, Human Generic, Kathy W, Human, I said Human Generic. Hi, Keith. Keith Killbilly, how are you, my darling? Hoping to have a guest in a little while, but we'll wait and see. So, yeah. So there's been a few things happening on the around the traps. 3,000 troops. 2,000 from Fort Bragg to Poland and Germany, and then 1,000 who are already stationed in Germany to be moved to Romania. So I'm going to ask, is this just the start of the US build-up? Marjorie Taylor Greene has announced she may run for president after encouragement from Alex Jones. Let's have a look at that. What will the outcome of the presidential run by Marjorie Taylor Greene be? Okay. You can't dismiss anything at the moment, can you? Just out of hand. You'd like to just say, but that mistake's been made. So, yes, I have got that down. Alexander Vindman's, Lieutenant Colonel Vindman's lawsuit. I've got that down for unlawful intimidation. So I've got that written down to look at. You shortened your name. I like that, Linda. Rhodes is testifying remotely to the, hang on. Committee, indicating that he will answer some questions but plead the fifth on the others. Hi, Marie Sutton. And so I thought I'd have a look at what may come out of that, what he will tell them. I thought I'd have a look at Josh Hawley. Now, I did see a story a day or so ago. Oh, yeah. New York DA, or Tish James, has subpoenaed records for Trump's Washington, D.C. hotel, apparently. I should just make sure that that's, if somebody can just clarify that that's what's going on. Oh, you're going to be a grandma again. That's lovely news. D.C. hotel, because, of course, as with all his properties, he's been playing silly buggers with valuations. Hi, Margelle. Um, oh yeah, Canada. The Conservatives have ousted Erin O'Toole. Apparently, he's too centrist for them. He's not big on, what's the word? Personality politics. Because they didn't win against Trudeau in the last election. He's too warm and fuzzy for them. So, right-wing, what's the future of right-wing politics in Canada? I thought we'd have a look at that. From next week, I'm going to start, because I've cut down the time that I am doing my weekday lives, I'm going to start doing them from 10 o'clock, okay, which will be an hour later. Yeah. And some news that Celtic Sheila and I are going to be getting together for a Valentine's Day thing. So on her channel, we're working on that. So, yeah. Oh, they found the Endeavour. Captain Cook's ship. They found the Endeavour. Wow. 22 years search. It's awesome. Well, some people might not say it's awesome, but, you know, hi, Catherine Bush. How are you? Hi, Melinda. How are you, my darling, from False Teeth Real Tarot? How are you? So we've got a few things to look at. That's fine. Hi, dozen cats for me. I went to watch one of the mystery things with Lilac Lantern and Scott, and I went to comment and realised that I wasn't subscribed, so I had to subscribe, but then I had to go and do some other stuff, so I couldn't wait. And you have to be subscribed for an hour before you can comment. So, yeah, I finally got around to watching one, and then I could only watch it for a few minutes. Hi, Annie. How are you, my darling? AW. So let's have a look. Let's get going and start doing some readings, hey? Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, I don't really get that many trolls. No. I don't think I'm really big enough to be hit big time, but yeah. So yeah, I'll be pushing my weekday lives back. Not next week. Tuesday, no. That one's for the next week at least is going to stay at 9 o'clock. But Thursday, because I've cut them back, Western Coast subscribers are, you know, quite a lot of them are still coming home or stuff. So next Thursday on my Tuesday and Thursday lives are going to be pushed back an hour to 10 o'clock my time, which is 9 o'clock EST and 8 o'clock during your daylight savings time, or 8 p.m. during daylight savings, but 9 p.m. at night. Yeah. I was really realised that doing like 3-hour sessions a week was just, yeah, wearing me down too much. So. Mm-hmm. Hi to all my lovely lurkers. Thank you. Hi, Crazy Cat Lady Farley. Can Russia afford to go to war? Really interesting, Apple. And how are you, my darling? Interesting question. I'll have a look at that. Hey, how about we start off with that? And hello to everyone who decides to watch my videos later. I really do appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up. It'd be great. And if you want, you can share the videos. Okay. Can they afford to go to wars? Well, I've got the 7 of Wands. There are limits to what they can do. And going to war with the 3 of Wands would have consequences. Now, 3s are trinities, you know, the result of actions being taken. So the consequence here is that there's really only so far they can take it before the cost is, at least financially and resource-wise, that they have to, before they're backed up to the edge of a cliff, really. So what's the challenge here? Keeping a lid on things. And also there's the other challenge here is support. We've got the Queen of Cups here. She's the support behind the throne, power behind the throne. And but he doesn't really have the support of the Russian people to do it. So he's got to, in return, as well as trying to push things as far as he can go, the Russian people don't want it. He doesn't have their support, and that is a big factor. His advice for the near future: going to war, even the skirmishes that I'm sure he's going to engage in, is going to be really, really bad financially. Russia's financial security is not as good as he would like people to believe. And it's a lot worse than we know. And taking them to war will not improve it. You know, there's an old saying that the best thing for an economy is war. No, not necessarily, not especially not nowadays. At the base of this is the sun. But I'm getting that this should be reversed, so depressed. Their economy is not booming. Their economy is depressed. It's in the hands of a few oligarchs, and it's a very depressed economy. And it's a very, wouldn't take much to push Russia into a depression. Not a deep recession, but a depression. What are the outcomes? I've got the King of Wands here. Better leadership, more compassionate leadership. Will be needed because Putin wants to basically restore the might of the USSR. My husband doesn't agree. No, I've said if he takes the Ukraine, then it's just going to be Estonia and other former states. And he's going, no, it won't have a domino effect. And I'm like, no, it might not be domino, but it's definitely going to be slice. Because he wants their resources, especially Ukraine. And he doesn't want the Ukraine to join NATO because he knows that will strengthen them as a nation. But can Russia afford to go to war? Russia can't really even afford to run properly. And that's why he's taking the risk of maybe, they can't afford to go to war. Hi, Deborah Costro. Their economy, there's a real downturn. This is, this would be the death of their economy as it is. I have a surprise guest. Okay. Look who's joined me.
Hey, everyone. Sorry if I'm so late.
No, Jay, that's all right. And, it's fine that you're a little bit late. And
Oh, yeah?
how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How about you? How are you doing, Flippery?
Yeah, not too bad. I've got a little bit, I think that's from the Pfizer shot, a little bit of irritation on my chin. And still a bit of a red spot on my arm, but it's not too bad.
You got your booster?
Yeah, I got my booster. So,
Okay.
yeah. But, yeah, so it's lovely to see you. Every few days I get the thing, and it's Jay's emails, and I know it's like I can get up early some mornings, but not quite early enough for Jay. So I emailed him and said, "Come and join me. Come and join me."
Thank you. What's up to everyone in the chat? Kathy, Renee, Linda and Geeky Billy and
Yeah.
Crimson
Oh,
Cat
yeah.
Lady Farley.
Kathy
How's
W. Human
Farley?
Generic, Renee Rogers.
Hey, Mary. Nice to meet you guys.
I've got a few things that I want to look at. What I'm looking at the moment is, can Russia afford to go to war? And I'm just coming up with no. And the result is, even without it, there's changes coming to their economy, and they're not good. And if he does start doing skirmishes and all that, it's definitely the end for him. Not yeah, but people will just say, just too much, had enough. In fact, I've got the outcome from the reading I was doing is that there's going to be a more compassionate leader there and more opportunities because of it. But before that, there's going to be some really hard changes with the death card, some anxiety. We need to build up. He's going to be embattled because there's going to be chaos. I think in the next couple of years, Putin is definitely, he's getting close to being run out of Dodge, if I shake an American term.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I was reading on. So, you've been really good. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
so, is there anything?
go
I know
ahead.
you don't normally look at a lot of politics, do you?
Sometimes if people ask me for a reading, but I'm open to reading on it, but I just don't
Yeah,
dive
yeah.
into it. So
Is there something that you want to have a look at too? Because you're my guest. So I've got a few things I want to read on yet, but you are my lovely guest. And is there something you've been thinking you wanted to read on that you haven't in your own shows, but
I don't know. Nothing comes to mind. I'll just follow your lead. I'll just,
yeah.
So nothing comes to mind. Actually, I just read on. I'm a flexible guy, so it's like from
Yeah.
politics to personal questions, and it's just, I'll just reading whatever.
Well, I think since we're on, we can play a numbers game, and we can do a couple of mini readings during the course of the next hour or so. And so we can do one now if you like, and we can do. You've done the numbers game with other people, haven't you?
I think so. I think so.
Say, hi, Grandma D. Where I say, where we say, somebody choose a number between this, and the person who gets it or is closest to it, and we let it go for about 30 seconds. We can then just give them one question that we can both read on. How does that sound?
That sounds cool. Yeah.
How about we do one now and then one at about in just another half hour. So, guys, Jay and I are going to do a little mini personal read. Maximum of 5 cards.
Okay.
Up to 5 cards, and we can answer one question. So, if you put in for the next 30 seconds and a number between 0 and 50, but hang on, give me a chance to. You want to write the number down first? Jay will write the number down.
You can write the number. You're the.
I can write the number. Okay.
You're on the show.
I'll write the number. Okay, you can see in the circle there, I've got a number written in the circle. So, go. Yep. Okay.
See, people are guessing already.
Yeah.
A lot of 4s.
Yeah, between 0 and so whoever's closest. If no one gets it exactly, it'll be the person who gets closest to it. And just one guess each, guys. Please. Bingo. We have a winner. False Teeth Real Tarot. Melinda, 27. I wrote down 27 and Melinda got it.
Cool. Congrats, Melinda.
Yeah. So, yeah, if someone gets it exact, then we'll stop. And then, but otherwise, we'll go for a minute and then we'll get the nearest one. But no, Melinda, you got a quick mini read now for a question. Hi, LF. Thank you for taking part, but we'll stop the guessing now because somebody got the number. And so Melinda, my darling Melinda from False Teeth Real Real Tarot, ask your question, my dear, and Jay and I will each do 5 cards on it.
Mm-hmm. Hello to everyone I didn't say hi to in the chat room.
Oh, yeah, I usually just say a quick hello to everyone too when I'm on other people's channels because otherwise I'd be saying hello to everybody and not being able to know what's going on. So that's why when I'm on somebody else's channel and they'll say hello to me, I just take a quick minute to say hi to everyone. But yeah, that's why I don't say individual hellos when I'm on. Will the Bengals win the football? You got skin in the game, my darling.
Hey, Kelly. Hopefully you're...
The Bengals, I know the Bengals are in the Super Bowl. Who's the other team? It's the Cincinnati Bengals, and who else? Who's the other team playing?
I'm trying to think. Bengals win football.
The Rams, the LA Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals.
That's the team that's in my area.
Do you want to read on one team and I'll read on the other?
Yeah, sure.
I have no skin in this game because my beloved Chiefs did not make it. So, I'm at Kansas City for baseball and NFL. So
I don't mind reading for Melinda's questions. So
hey,
I don't mind doing a reading for Melinda's questions.
Yeah, I'll do one too. I've got no skin in the game, so it's So as long as you don't bet on our choice. Okay. So, quick 5 questions. 5 cards. Interesting. Hi, Rondell Fredgate. How's everything over in Queensland, my darling?
Hey, Rondell. What's up?
Big scandal over here. Oh, big high school scandal over here with our PM, an ex-premier, and an unknown minister. So I'll tell you about that after we do. But are you ready, Jay, or you got the cards there, or you're still shuffling? Okay. My look at the game is very much a very, very rough and tumble game. It is definitely going to be quite exciting. Lots of argy-bargy, which is arguing and barging about. So quite a lot of passion in the game. Well, it's the Super Bowl. Who wouldn't be? There are a few strategies that are being kept secret that will be coming to light on both sides. Okay. And I do get the sense Howling at the Moon, which there's going to be quite a bit of, oh, what did he think that was? What that? The refs are not going to be popular. At some stage, there's going to be almost things coming to a real slowdown. Okay, to almost stop for some reason, not your normal timeouts. So maybe someone might get injured or something, and they just have to be. But yeah, or there's definitely something that's going to just stop proceedings for a little bit, but it's going to pick up quickly again. And then I've got the Hanged Man. And it's like, do you go into extra time in NFL? I think you can you? Or I don't watch nearly as much as I would like to. Referee war, that's true. George Carlin was such a crack up. So I'm getting like something like extra time. I just looked at the game in general, not whether one side's going to win. It's going to be a pretty exciting game. There's going to be a pause for something, and then momentum's going to pick up pretty quickly. There's going to be a few sneaky things happening out there, and then just like a whole, or maybe a need for extra time or something. It's really not going to be what people expect. So I don't know how that plays out. Sudden death. Yeah. So you have sudden death. Yeah, I think that's definitely what could happen there, and that could be indicated with this here and the very swift things happening. So yeah, I think it might go into sudden death. What do you got, Jay?
Well, I got somewhat similar cards, and I just read for Belinda's question about the Eagles, and again, I got the death card too, so I feel like they're gonna play pretty intense games too. They're really going to play it all out with the death card. They're really going to go all out, and go all out or all for nothing. I just feel like they're gonna be really doing something new, transitioning something new with their team and their plays. And I got the 4 of Wands, so like I think their team, and especially they're gonna be really, as a team, they always stick together too. Like with football and the team, the players and the coaches, they're just really connected. And they have a good team spirit because again, they see some victories coming down too with the 6 of Wands. They're gonna play some intense games, but they're gonna try their hardest to really just win. And I feel like they have some kind of victorious spirit too, and I think they're gonna win some games. But also, I got the King of Swords, so like again, they're not playing around when it comes towards their games. They're determined to just play, at all times, especially going to the Super Bowl. Well, Super Bowl eventually. And last card I got, and you said Howl at the Moon. Look at what I got.
You got the Howl at the Moon too. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be some. Yeah. I think there's going to be this ref was paid off, blah, blah, quite a few conspiracy theories coming out. It's going to be a pretty exciting game, I think. Yeah. It should be on screen, shouldn't it? Is it this weekend?
I think so. I got to ask my dad about that. Could be. But my dad's a hardcore football fan, so I got to, oblige.
I started at the start of the season, watching every week, and then as the season goes on, it sort of gets swamped with other things I have to do, so I don't get to watch it as much. But the first few weeks of the season are really, and I love watch. I do really enjoy the game very, very much, and we only get 2 games a week over here on free to air, so and I generally record them, but then finding the time to watch them. Hi, Sophie. How are you, my dear?
What's up, Sophie? Good to see you. And you're painting. That's awesome. Hopefully you're painting something pretty cool. Good to see you.
You have to send me some pictures, Sophie. So we will do another another numbers game about half an hour or so from now. And yeah, so troops, US troops, 2,000 from Fort Bragg being sent to Poland and Germany, and another 1,000 already stationed in Germany are being moved to Romania. So it's just the start of the US buildup.
You mean that buildup recently? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because with the carrier group and all that, they've got like 8,500 troops in the carrier group, or a couple of carrier groups that they put on standby as well.
Sense of anxiety from it. I don't know why. But I was just thinking about it intuitively.
Yeah, I'm getting excited because March brings on the NRL games, and I just like the sound of huge male bodies hitting each other, and someone getting piled driven into the dirt. And our guys do it without all the padding and the helmet.
Geek Hillbilly says the Super Bowl is on the February 13th. Yeah, it's coming up really soon, Geek Hillbilly. I'm aware of that too, so thank you for the reminder. And just certain teams that are playing hard is it's gonna be some good games recently. So
Rondell Fredgate, do you follow an NRL team or an AFL? I'm not big on the AFL. I can't understand it, which is a bit of a disadvantage living in Western Australia. And what about NW? Annie, do you follow a specific team? I'm a St. George Dragons girl. They traditionally used to draw their players from the Illawarra, which is the Wollongong region, about an hour and a half south of Sydney. It is now part of the Sydney metropolitan area. And the Steelers were a team for quite a few years from Illawarra, and then they merged back in with the Dragons. So I'm a Dragons girl. Kevin's loving vibrations. Where are you? Is Kevin here?
Oh, what's up, Kevin? Good to see you, man.
Hey, Kevin. Anyway, is this just the start of the build-up?
You want to read on that or something? Or?
Yeah. We'll do a couple of cards, like 3 or so.
The build-up on the troops.
Hi, Kevin. Oh, you're an Eels girl, and the Cowboys. I go for the Cowboys when either it's Dragons and then the Rabbitohs. Dragons over the Rabbitohs when they're playing each other, but otherwise the Rabbitohs were my dad's team, and so I of course root for them as well. And then the Cowboys, and then slowing down. Bottom of my list, the Broncos. No, don't like the Broncos. I'll be interested to see how the new Dolphins do. I think next year they join. So, yeah. But anyway, I have got, is this just the start of the build-up? I've got the Devil card. Unfortunately, I do feel that there's going to be more troop build-up, but not just from the US. Boris Johnson has been making clucking noises. He's got more of his party, another like 12 of his cabinet or something have turned around and said he's got to go. So, anyway, so there's going to be more military build-up. Australia has already said they're not going to send troops. Why? It's the threat assessment from Putin is just going to increase. He's definitely got something going on that his threat assessment is going to be increased, because this is a card of assessment, the 7 of Pentacles, and it's If they don't do it, he will get bolder. So it is really an attempt to keep Biden in his place. But yeah, there's going to be more build-up of energy and unrest in that area. So, yeah. Yeah, that's what we're reading on with that order to Romania and all that sort of stuff. That's what I was reading on, Keith. And, yeah, so that is definitely, it is just the start. What have you got, Jay?
I'm just trying to understand what I'm sensing with this question with the U.S. troops going to, U.S. the buildup and all that. And I'm just going to share what I've got too, and feel free to let me know if you guys resonate. I got the High Priestess, so I'm not sure who's in power too, who's just really has some kind of, intentions, but I really do sense some intuitive high powers coming along here with the High Priestess. But also I got the Knight of Wands, so I feel like these are the troops too. Just listening and with their orders going to with the buildup. But the next card that I have too is I'm not trying to scare anyone. Is I got the Death card too, so it's kind of like they're I don't know if what this buildup they're trying to do something new or trying to transition to something new. I'm not sure what's up with that, but I got the. Was that?
Yeah. Sorry, you finished.
That's okay. I just sharing what I got. I got the Four of Wands because I shuffled this deck really good. And again, I got the Four of Wands. I'm not sure what's up with this. I'm not sure what this incident, something connections are going to happen, or, down the road too, or some, who knows, with these, but I'm just sensing like with the buildup, is it going to be connections coming along, or I'm not sure, but with the Four of Wands, I sense that. But again, the next card I got too is the Moon again. So it's kind of interesting. Like, oh man, it's just like, I'm not sure what's going on with that, with the Moon, with the intuition and all that too. But from what I can tell, it's just, something's brewing, and, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but, it's something we got to pay attention to because it's going to have an effect. So that's pretty much all.
With that Death card you got, I was
this one.
When you joined us, I was wrapping up the reading. On can Russia afford to go to war? And the Death card came up as what would be in store for Putin if he did.
Sure.
Not but the total end of his rule there.
Okay. Maybe that's why it's the Death card. All right.
The Death card is if he does it, even if it's just small, even if he doesn't do a full-scale invasion of Ukraine and just leaves it and goes for smaller skirmishes with other countries and other borders and even small skirmishes along, it's going to lead to unstoppable and irreversible change for him. That'll be it, and
Hillbilly. I think I've kind of read on that without realizing I was reading on Putin because I know who he is and what he's about. And it's again, I don't follow politics like other readers do. Not them, but it's just like, maybe I did read on that without realizing it. So I always look at the bigger picture of things, and it kind of makes it easier for me to read on politics. So it's like,
Did you hear that? Marjorie Taylor Greene.
They're reading on something else now?
Marjorie Taylor Greene, everyone's favourite scary lady who lives in the dark house down the road. Has said that she may run for president after being encouraged to do so by Alex Jones. So,
Alex Jones, sheesh, he's kind of out there, isn't he? Not trying to judge, but I'm just keeping it real. He's pretty extreme. I was like, oh, dude. Melinda's like, hell no. I know what you're talking about, Melinda. You're like, nope.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's announced that she may run. She's considering it.
Yeah.
So let's see. I was watching some curling from the Olympics. Mixed doubles curling. And for the first time ever, Australia has some people doing curling in the Olympics. So yeah, it was good. They've started they always start a couple of days early, and the ceremony's tomorrow night, our time, because Beijing's on the same time as us. So yeah, which would be morning US time, early morning US time.
So who wants to try to be president?
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
She's the scary blonde woman from Georgia.
Oh, is she like a Republican or something?
Oh yeah.
Oh, how come I knew that? I barely know her, and I kind of sensed that. Oh my gosh. Son of a bitch.
Greta, how are you, my darling? Hugs back
Deb
to you.
And greet her. Yes, Miss Deb to the
Deb
Z.
said hello. So I just made an announcement too earlier. Not Tuesday, but from Thursday next week, I'm going to be moving my Tuesday and Thursday live streams back an hour to start at 10 o'clock. Okay? Because I was doing 3 hours for each of them, and I've had to cut that back. So I'm moving the start time back, so to 10 o'clock.
Dempsey. Marjorie Taylor Greene, the biggest mouthy troll of the Republics. Yeah. You should have your own comedy show, Debsy.
Oh, she's the one. I don't know if you saw it, but she went on a town hall show, one of those shows where they have people calling in and all that. And all that, and a cup of tea and all that. And this is in her district, and her constituents were calling in, and they pilloried her. They just absolutely gave her what for, and she's sitting there going,
she don't know what to say.
Yeah, like, you're doing a wonderful job, and she's saying, what the hell are you doing? You're not doing anything. You're not doing your job in helping us out, and so just accept it, lady. He lost. Just accept it. Instead of going around doing all that blah, 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 you should be doing your bloody job. It all goes like so. Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. She wants to be president. Now I'm getting some weird energy from her. I don't know why.
Oh, I should think so. You got a cross there or something? Wear some garlic. If you're getting some energy from her, wear some garlic, okay?
Sheesh.
At least sprinkle garlic salt around or something.
I'm glad I staged the room because Deb Z said something funny and she just cracked me up. And she says, I can't wait till that witch is taken out of the office.
Oh,
she's freaking
useless. Yeah.
Jeez.
She hasn't done anything. She hasn't done anything off. She was taken off her committee. Okay. And she hasn't done anything. Anyway, so what flew out here? What I heard Johnson's becoming president. 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles.
I'm giving some interesting stuff here. Let's see if I can pull. I never really even know this lady, and I feel weird about her. I don't know why. It's crazy. But not to try to laugh about it. It's just weird. I don't know. She's just weird. And that's for me to say a lot too. I don't really talk about people like that. But
you're not a judgmental person, darling, and we all love that
no,
about
I
you.
do judge, but I just see I'm not like this people, So like,
But you judge. You don't just
what's he
judge on first impressions or anything. So
right.
it's like, yeah. So what's going to happen?
The cards are really interesting with this.
Yeah.
For her. Yeah, I don't know why. I get something from the throat, so I think she talks a lot. So,
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
And she talks loud.
Oh God.
And stands there with a gun.
Chris.
And she's like, you stick up your gun, you go, you Second Amendment right, Second Amendment right. It was a lie, it was a lie. Second Amendment right, Second Amendment right, it was a lie, it was a lie. Trump is good, Trump is gorgeous.
Oh my God. Crack me up, Chrissy.
I'm gonna get things to him that not even his wife will. I've still got coffee in it, sweetheart.
You want your next one?
No,
Ooh.
that was a hubby.
I'll make the next one.
Sheesh. Yeah, I don't think I want to know her crazy of Harley. It's like I just sense it. I can sense it, but I just don't want to. But I sense something right here, and it's weird, Renee. And he just kind of picked that. Pick that up.
Diarrhea of the mouth.
Yes, she just made me laugh, Chrissy. I was just like, wow.
What are her chances of becoming president? Yeah.
I don't know. What I got in the end is not pretty good, but I'll just share what I got. She's really determined, like the chariot. I don't know what's going on.
The chariot. Oh yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She does not. I don't think she has any brakes on her mental mouth, on her mental machinery at all. She just lets her mouth take over everything. But there's nothing. There's no filter there. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's trying to walk away from something. I'm not sure what the heck is up with that. It really ties into the first card I pulled too. She's just I just sense it with the throat. It's just like Greeter says, Jay, your spies about MCG is she's a crazy moon. I can feel that in my throat. I don't know why. Maybe it's my intuition is that powerful. I'm just gonna say it too. I got the Ace of Cups with my third card, so it's like I don't know. She's trying to like win the hearts of people too with forgiveness. I know she must have done something. I'm not sure what the heck it is. Trying to run for president, but I got the Tower card, so I think her plans are gonna crumbling down. And again, but she's a stubborn one because I got the Two of Swords, so she's not backing down, but she's a stubborn one.
I've got the urge to say it again. Last time I did a reading on her, paid any attention. I got the urge and I had to say it over and over. I've got to do it again. Is shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. And it's like if anyone tries to talk any sense to her, she's like, shut your mouth. And it's like she's a horrible person. She really is. Just within and of herself, she is a horrible person. She's just she sold her soul to self-gain and self-interest years and years ago. She's even bordering on evil. She's got a shock because I see some suspension coming up with her, and I do feel that could even be her finances. Judgment. People are waking up to her, as anyone who saw that clip of the town hall show, people know that they are waking up to her. If she thinks that she's all that and a cup of tea, she's got a big shock coming. Okay, so 4 big absolute no-nos on that.
I got a big no too with the last 2 cards.
Got the Tower as well, so that's why I was surprised when I flipped the Tower card.
Oh,
in fact,
that one.
She's going to end up in jail.
She's a stubborn one though, so that's something to be mindful of too.
And
I was like, man,
emotionally, she's all over the place. Yeah, she's all over the place emotionally. She's got no control of her emotions. And she's not ever going to be the president. Thank you, my darling.
Cold coffee sucks.
Cold coffee sucks, eh?
Yeah, I got it wrong. Cold
Yeah.
coffee.
What's a coffee?
Hey, what?
What's a coffee?
Coffee.
He said coffee. That's hubby. Hubby, wave to everyone. He's waving to everyone.
Hey, what's up?
He always gets lots of hellos. Bob, MTG and Bob are like evil twins, or ego and big mouths and confident lies. Look, they are the ugly stepsisters to Alexander Ocasio-Cortez's Cinderella. I mean, come on. You want to put it in very simple terms. and who's the wicked stepmother?
I just felt weird energy.
Or ghost are in drag.
I just felt weird energy from MTG, whatever her name is.
Yeah, she's not got good energy.
Yeah.
At lunch, she will shout down anybody who won't even give them a chance to open their mouths. She believes in talking over people, not giving them a chance to express their own opinions.
Yeah.
Ginny Thomas is the Ginny Thomas is that's Judge Clarence's wife, Clarence Thomas' wife. Ginny Thomas is the is the evil stepmother, is she? Okay.
That's just fun, actually. Kind of, because
there are some people in the world who need to be taken down. It's not our job to take them down, but you can strip them of a lot of their power by just saying up front to them, "You crazy girl." And
I hear you, Debsy. I'm just reading your comment.
And I use humor and stuff like that. I would, even the most horrible of people, I would never ever wish harm on the most horrible of people. I always wish justice. And she is heading towards justice in a big way. So Josh Rhodes, the Oath Keepers guy, the one who is on trial for seditious conspiracy. They wanted to keep him his lawyers wanted to keep him in Texas, where he'd feel more welcome, rather than being transferred to a jail in Washington, D.C. And the judge shot that down and said, no, he's going to Washington, D.C. He's the guy with the eye patch who, during a lecture on gun safety, accidentally shot his own eye out.
Oh, shit.
He's the Oath Keepers. He's the lead. He founded the Oath Keeper with his wife, and his wife left him a few years ago, saying this is when they started going down all this political road, saying this is not what we planned. This is not what we wanted. So she scooted out on him. But
I hear you, Debsy. She knows more about politics than I am, and I'm an American. So that's the funny part.
And I often get that comment. You know so much about politics in our country.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. It's interesting. And especially the thing is that what happens in the US does impact a lot of other countries around the world. And actually, surprisingly, Australia's one of those countries too. It's there's a saying that where Australia goes, a lot of others follow. So, but not to the same extent. I think within the Commonwealth, that's true. In the wider ranging area, not so much. But what happened in America does impact so much of the world. But yeah, I think if you want a clear idea of where things are going, and you have to look at America,
America.
But Justin Rhodes, he is testifying remotely before the 1-6 committee. Now, he's been charged with seditious conspiracy. His lawyers have said he will be answering a mix of questions the questions he will be answering with a mix of answering a question and pleading the fifth on some others. Will he give up any will he give up anything big?
Does this have to do with January 6th?
Yes, the January 6th committee, yeah.
What's his name?
The Oath Keeper, and the Oath Keepers were a big part of it.
What's his name again?
Sean Rhodes.
John Rose.
Josh Rhodes. Sorry.
There's that feeling in my throat again. I think a lot of these people are just crazy talkers. I don't know why. It's just weird, But this one seems more calm. But
he hasn't been released on bail because he's considered a flight risk. And also, I don't think they really release a lot of people who have been charged with seditious conspiracy on bail. I don't think they're really all up and happy about doing that. So, and he's going to be transferred to Washington DC. But will he give up anything big in his testimony to the 1-6 committee?
Okay.
I think part of the reason he's doing it is that he can say he's cooperated with them or something, and maybe try and get a few decades off his sentence.
I'm getting some silence here, so I think he might stay silent. I'm not sure. Who knows?
Possible troll. One of my troll players get them. Every time I try, I accidentally block someone for 5 minutes or boot them out completely. And it's usually one of my loyal subbies. I did that. Last time I put Dan Orshaw in timeout accidentally. And then I think it was, I can't remember who, Marie Sutton, I think. I blocked it completely and somebody else had to unblock it for me. So I don't try and do the trolls anymore. Yeah. So anyway.
He's a silent, determined one. Huh. But I feel his energy. I'm not sure which energy I'm feeling, but he's kind of feeling quiet about it. He's doing some sneaky stuff. I'm not sure what's going on with him. Yeah, since he's considered a flight risk and he's a danger to the public, I'm not sure what's up. I think he's doing some secret meetings or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. He was involved in the planning.
Dang. Oh, shit. Okay. Wow.
Seditious conspiracy is what, and there's 10 others who've also been charged with it. It's those who were involved in the planning and getting things together. He's definitely got somebody in the Republican Party that he wants to give up.
And he's going to snitch on him.
Snitch. Yeah, I think he's going to snitch on somebody. The Hierophant, and why he's going to do it is to try and get a better deal with the government institutions. You think, what you were saying, he's got something sneaky planned or something like that. The thing about this is if it's reversed, it's all about thinking outside of the box.
He's called the One-Eye Stewie. Oh, that guy must be crazy then. Ugh. That's why I feel this kind of silent things, Stewart Rose. Oh. Like Stewie from Family Guy? Oh, that's...
Is he going to give up somebody? Yeah, I do feel he is going to give up somebody.
These are some interesting cards I pulled for this dude. Stewie.
But he's also trying to get around things. So he's trying to think outside of the box to do that. So he can give them up without directly tying himself to them. Because as the lawyer indicated, there's going to be some stuff he's going to plead the fifth on.
Well,
You don't know how.
I think he's trying to make some connections. I feel like getting a sneaky vibe for this guy. I got the Two of Cups.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to sneaky vibe with the Two of Cups, but he's determined about it. I'm not sure what's up with the Knight of Swords. So it's kind of like he's the silent, kind of sneaky kind of stuff too. He's kind of like a spy. I'm sorry, I'm not going to say that, but I said anyways. But I got the Five of Wands, so he's trying to start something too. I don't know what's up with that. Giving someone up. He's trying to stir the pot with this conflict. But again, like the Five of Wands, again, I got the Tower, so it's like he's really trying to give someone up. He's trying to, stir the pot and all that too. And he's kind of like, from the guy from the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. So I'm not sure what his goal is, trying to get some money or something. I'm not sure what he's trying to fund, but it's just weird. I think he's trying to do something. He's trying to stir the pot. So that's what pretty much.
I think he started a GoFundMe page for money.
Oh my god! He started a GoFundMe.
They said no.
Oh my gosh! And it connected with the Tower. Oh my gosh!
I do think he is going to add some more to the bigger picture.
Yeah.
And there are going to be some people prosecuted, having to come forward and answer for their actions. But anyone big, I don't know. But we've got the Devil here, so he is out to do the best for himself. So he's going to try and do as much for himself as he can, and but yeah, there could be he will give somebody up and add to the bigger picture, but not enough that it's going to cut a couple of decades off his sentence. I mean, I think at a minimum, it's 12 years or something, minimum of 12 years to life or something for seditious conspiracy if you're found guilty. So, yeah. Yeah, he shit his own eye out.
I'm just shaking my head. Wow. This guy's energy is sneaky. He's kind of like a...
Oh, yeah, he dug escape tunnels in his backyard of the house he was renting.
Jeez.
Okay, how about we do another numbers game? Do you want to write a number down or do you want me? I was thinking we'd do between 51 and 100. So 51 and 99, sorry. So numbers between 51
I think you'll write the number down. I got to use the restroom. I'll be right back. But I'm having fun. Okay. This is a fun live stream. Not going to lie. Thanks. I'll be right back.
So I've got the second number written down. Go, guys. Between 51 and 99. Just one go each too, guys. And if no one gets it exactly, the closest person will get it. Okay, we've got a winner. Somebody got it exactly. So you can stop putting your things in now. Somebody got the exact number. It was 63. Ollie and DB. You won. Yeah. So, yep. So, Ollie Ann, have you got a question for us that you want us to do a 5-card read on? Ollie Ann won. Ollie Ann DB.
So, did I miss anything?
Won. Yeah, Ollie Ann DB got it. I had 63 written down. So.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. So, Ollie Ann, do you have a question you want us to look at? We'll do a
Congrats,
5-part.
Aline. What's up, Aline?
Give her a minute to Aline. Aline? Is it Aline? I can never.
Yeah, I'm feeling better, Geek Hill, but thank you for asking. You know, with certain questions with politics, it don't affect me. So it's like I'm a tough cookie. But I sense something and it goes away. So it's kind of like, you know, like, oh, it's like weird energy, but it'll go away because it's like my spirit guides don't play around. It's like, nope. Mm-mm.
Like, whoa, you don't want to go there.
Yeah, my spirit guides are on point. They're a force to be reckoned with. I'm telling you. But thank you for asking, though, Geek Billy. Shout out to you, man.
Aline, because I've been saying Oleanne. It's Aline. Okay, Aline, thank you. So what's your question, darling? It can be personal. Just one question. It can be personal. That's
Exactly, Debsy.
don't dabble in that crap.
Yeah, exactly.
I cannot understand people who bring out the Ouija boards and all that. I'm like, yeah. Hey guys, would you like me to do another spooky special? Be happy to do another spooky special at some stage. Have you seen my spooky specials, Jay?
I have to catch on that. Where are they about? So
well, I look at areas that have got paranormal or supernatural things like someone saying, "Oh, I'm sure this place is haunted in our town. What can you tell us?" And I use maps to go in and I find it and I focus in on it and I'll have a look and read what I get from it, and people can tell me whether I'm wrong or right with what I'm getting. I prefer not to have too much of a story, too much of history told to me, but I love doing them, so we can do another spooky special.
Okay.
And
paranormal and all that too. It's kind of like what Aaron and Black Cat does too sometimes. Interesting.
Yeah, I love doing them. I'm thinking I might do one like it's Thursday now, so I might do one Saturday morning my time, which is Friday night yours. Okay, Eileen, what's your question, darling? Have you put it out there? Stephen King. What's that noise?
I think that's me. I think I'm getting a call, so I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Yellowstone. Okay. Let me look at Yellowstone. Okay, Eileen, we'll have a look at Yellowstone. I'm going to get a special deck for that one. So when Hurt comes back, when Jay comes back, we'll have a look at Yellowstone. Yeah, so what I'll do, guys, is I will put a thing up for Spooky Special. And on the comments page. And if you want me to look at a place, I can.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Eileen wants us to look at Yellowstone.
Well, Yellowstone blows soon. Oh, you mean like that place with the?
It's with the guys
yeah.
Old Faithful and all that, because it is a caldera of super volcano, and it is active in part. That's why Old Faithful goes off, and there are things. So a super volcano when they.
I'm gonna use both of
them. It's a planet killer. Let's have a look.
Okay.
I don't know if Stephen King would I'm pissed at him because he named a homicidal car after me, okay? No, I'm not inviting Stephen King anywhere. A psychotic and homicidal car. I'm just, no. I took offence. And then I went and put it up in my backyard. Yellowstone. Yeah, I didn't get anything big. I mean, it's not dead.
No, I'm gonna know either.
Completely dormant, but yeah. No, what I'm getting for Yellowstone is that things are pretty even. There's some build up and then there's some easing. So this is the Six of Pentacles. It's a balanced scale. So there's some build up and then there's some easing. But it does no good to just be apathetic about it. It does no good to just take it for granted. It is a volcanically active area. And there are areas where you do have to be careful. Okay, there's mud springs in there, there's all sorts of things. So, and it doesn't mean that you're gonna the ground's gonna open up and you're gonna fall down into a pit of lava or anything. But there are areas that are rocky areas and areas where you might be climbing and all that, where they can be affected by minor quakes or shifts. So you do have to respect that whole area. Treat that whole area with respect. It is stunning. Dvorak's wrote, I think, music for New World or something. He wrote after going to Yellowstone. He's a composer from Czechoslovakia in the late 19th century. Beautiful. I love his music. Now, anyway, so it doesn't do to be apathetic about it, okay? So you still have to treat it with respect. Don't just assume because it hasn't blown and it's not, and it's probably not going to blow for a long time, that there aren't still areas of danger. But I got rock solid stability there. So with the little build-ups and easing, that's not going to be stopping anytime soon. This is the Emperor, a long-term card, very stable. But again, as I said, the odd disruption. And if you're not careful, there could be some consequences if you're in the wrong area and you don't take care. So if you go climbing in some of the areas or, you know, they put notices up for a reason. And I'm getting the feeling that some people just ignore them and just go off. And don't be surprised if you see a few more warning signs go up and stuff, or replacements for old ones, and maybe an increase in fines that haven't been done for a while. So if you do the wrong thing there and put yourself in danger, there will be consequences. And unfortunately, there are always people who want to not just disrupt their own lives by being young and stupid with the Page of Pentacles, but everybody else's as well. So, but yeah, overall, it's pretty stable. But still, there are areas where, you know, you should be careful. They still have tremors and all that there, and it's a vast area. So treat the whole lot with respect. So that's it. Yeah. What do you get from here?
Well, I just connected to the earth, Gaia and all that. And it's just, I just felt her energy. I felt stable too. Like I got that high priestess. So she's, she knows what she's doing, I was just really connecting with the earth too, about, Yellowstone. And I think the earth is, I think it's going to be fine. I got the high priestess. So she's very in tune to what's going on there. But
Mhm.
I got the Ace of Wands, so she's kind of like driven too. It's kind of like she's really just balanced, trying to keep herself balanced too. Kind of like the straight line, this pole right there. She's just taking action on a regular basis when it comes towards Yellowstone. But I got the Nine of Pentacles, so I really connected with the Earth too. Just taking the with the Pentacles, she's just like, you know what, I got this. It's balanced. Nature knows what she's doing too, and the Earth, just really connecting with her energy. She's just really just she's like the queen. She knows what she's doing. She's that boss lady. And she's very driven. The Earth is very driven with the Knight of Wands, and it's just like with that, got the card on the bottom is the Three of Cups. So she's kind of like she's just celebrating too, and it's just like with the stuff that she's trying to balance out with the Yellowstone. And I pulled two oracle cards just to really clarify that.
Mhm.
Is I got the magic. She's really just trying to manifest some lot of cool, powerful stuff. The earth itself has a lot of magic about her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And she is bringing more clarity for the earth too. So it's kind of like, again, this is connected to the earth, mountains. She's seeing that higher perspective. And with Yellowstone, it's going to be okay. It's just like for us, probably, she always had this stuff too. This is her. She's really manifesting a lot too. But I think for this message, this is for all of us to just really have that higher perspective, what's going on with Yellowstone too, find that clarity. And so with that being said, I think Yellowstone's going to be
Yeah.
fine. I think she's just, balancing things out and just want us to really find that higher perspective,
I do think there are areas where that open up a little bit, let some steam off and stuff. Some more cracks might appear.
Yeah.
But overall, so that's why you've got to treat the area as with respect. So there might be a few small areas of cracking appear and a bit of stuff coming out, but that will again settle down. Overall, it's very stable. But yeah, there will be some areas where steam might be there wasn't previously, but there is now, and it's just important to treat it all with a great deal of respect. And a few areas where there hasn't been a lot of shaking, but there might be a bit that wasn't, and hence some areas of scree and stuff might come tumbling down like that. So yeah. Otherwise, that's it. I've got one quick thing to look at. Lieutenant Colonel Vindman, Alexander Vindman, who was the army officer who testified against Trump in his first impeachment. He has sued Donald Trump Jr., Giuliani, and Scavino, I think, for unlawful intimidation, acts of unlawful intimidation during that time. He got threatened, he got deference, he got this, that, and the other. Where's that going to go? Is he going to win that? Hi, Laurie Gilbert.
Hey, Laurie. What's his name?
Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman.
Alexander Benjamin. He got framed by Trump?
Vindman, Vindman. He and his twin brother, who also served, were born in the Ukraine but came over to the US when they were like 3 years old. He was caught. People were saying he was a spy. He was this, that, the other. They were really, yeah. He was none of those things. He's a good man.
So will he testify? Like he's suing the Trump family for?
He's suing Donald Trump Jr., Rudy Giuliani, and Brian Scavino, I think, is the other one, for acts of unlawful intimidation.
Okay,
they would threaten him. They would do all sorts of things.
Oh shoot! Okay.
Threaten his family. So he's going after them. Will it be successful? Let's have a look.
I think I'm just, really just sensing that. I think something good was gonna happen in this and this for his side. I'm not sure what, but I think I'm dropping cards all over the place, but I'm not shuffling them. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but I just sense like, he has some seems like a decent person, he seems like a
He
okay.
is. His
Yeah.
brother's a decent person too. His brother also served, and then after he left the military, he served in a different role in government, not as
Mm.
for any one administration or the other.
He seems the
Um,
honorable sort. I just sense that energy from him.
Yeah, Trump
Yeah.
sacked, yeah, Trump sacked his twin brother out of sheer
Oh,
vindictiveness. Yeah.
Cheeto man, huh? That's why I call him.
So, but from what I understand, Trump isn't part of the suit that Junior is. I've got he's a very, very good leader. He is. It's like he's been in the background for a couple of years, just recovering. Yes, he was military career, and he got forced to resign as well. So I think that's going to come up. He was forced to walk away from the career he loved, but he's a very wise, very compassionate person, and he is coming out on top here. I'm getting 2 3s, the 3 of Pentacles. This is the people who grouped together to intimidate him during this time. They will pay consequences with the 3 of Wands. And this is just the start. He's not the first person who is going to come out. He's not the last person, who is going to come out and bring cases like these. He's like just the forward charge. Now, that ambassador who was threatened at Trump said she's going to go through some stuff. That's definitely a case coming forward with her. He is like the forward guard. There's going to be more cases of people doing this. And so they should. They have the right to. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense with these cards. Yeah, he seems like the honorable sort. It's just very serious, but he's a cool, smart, cool dude. Because what I got for him, he's the King of Wands. He's a very determined dude when it comes towards, with
I got
everything.
the King of Wands for him too. Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. And just like, again, I got the moon, so he's just intelligent, but also very, intuitive too. He's a very honorable sort. I just really get a really clean energy about him too. And it's just like, like with I got the tower. So like with this one, I just sense that he's been through some stuff with his family, but also he wants to just bring down the Keto Man's family too. I'll just say that, just with the tower card. But it's just, I got the 2 of Cups, so it's kind of like, just with the trial and all that too. It's just like he's really making some connections. He's got something. There's some stuff on his side, and on just what I'm sensing with the 2 of Cups. And again, he's I got the Chariot too. So again, I sense something coming down his road too with everything else. I believe he's gonna win. So with the Chariot, so that's pretty
Yeah,
much
I
what.
think he will too. I think too. I got the King of Wands for him too. A very passionate person, but also 2 kings are the directors of energy, and he's basically he's both the king and the knight in that he's what he does is going to give directions to others who want to also bring these sorts of suits. So they're going to look at him for direction and what he's doing. And also he is basically the vanguard, the forward guard for further suits. So it's going to be really interesting to watch that. Okay, my darling. Jane, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you,
so
Chris. This was actually a lot of fun, just reading out politics. I didn't expect it to be fun.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of, getting used to using tarot and all that too. So thank you, Chrissy, for inviting me. And I'll have to look at your videos more often because I'm subscribed to so many channels. I'll try my best.
No problem. As I say to people, someone will come on late and they'll go, "Oh, I'm so sorry I'm late." And I'm like, you don't have to apologize. If you don't get time to watch my videos or this, that, or the other, it's like, I'm just happy when you do join me. And, I love having everyone join me. But
Sweet.
you don't
refer to it again. This was actually fun.
You don't owe me anything. And,
you're so sweet.
But I love you all. I am going to do a spooky special. So I'm going to set it up for Friday night, US time, which will be Saturday morning my time, which is good. I can get really, really spooky, but still be in daylight, so I'll feel a lot better. We'll bring out.
And you're welcome. I'm going
to bring out Hank Yorick.
Oh, skull.
Hank Yorick.
Nice to meet you.
And my candlestick.
Oh, nice candlestick.
They come out for the spooky specials. Hank does. Hank Yorick. Harvey Yorick. I kept calling him Harvey and Yorick, and so it's like Harvey Yorick now. And another spooky. Oh, I left that one on, so it ran out of battery. So I will schedule it, and I'm also going to put a thing on my community page sometime today. So if you want me to look at anything special, go to my community page later on. Give me a few hours, and type in a place you'd like me to look at. Bring out Whitby to spark at the spooky spirit.
I love you, Jesse. And yes, you picked up.
Thank you, Em. Thank you, Em, for that. Again, I love you all.
Much
thank
love
you,
to you.
Meet you guys. And stay safe, stay strong, stay loving, and stay healthy. Do you want to say anything to everyone?
Yeah, I just want to say it's nice to meet all the new people in Chrissy's channel that I haven't met, and I know mostly you guys too, like Renee and Debsy and False Teeth. If you guys want to check out my channel, Herc213, you can find me on YouTube.
It can get a bit wild sometimes. I tuned in for one of your lives, and I'm like, I cannot remember what the person asked, but I was like, oh my God, how can they ask that? It was something quite out there.
Right.
But yeah, lots of fun. Anyway, thank you all. And
much love, Kevin.
And I'll see you Saturday my time. I'll schedule the thing sometime today. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.